Welcome back to Lincoln Currency. Told you that a simple penny from 1980 could be worth a life-changing fortune? Yes, you heard that right. A single 1980 Lincoln penny has been rumored to be worth as much as $600 million. But is it true? Or is it just another myth? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, uncovering the true value of this iconic coin, its history, errors, and what makes some of these pennies worth big money. Stay tuned, because you might just have a hidden treasure sitting in your pocket right now. The Lincoln penny is one of the most recognized coins in American history. First introduced in 1909, it was designed to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The original design, created by Victor David Brenner, featured Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. However, in 1959, the reverse design was changed to the Lincoln Memorial to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Fast forward to 1980, the U.S. Mint was producing millions of pennies each year. In Denver, where the D Mint mark is from, the 1980 Lincoln penny was struck in massive numbers. But what makes this particular penny so special? While it may seem like just another penny, certain variations and errors make some of these coins extremely valuable. Now, let's get to the exciting part: errors and variations that can make your 1980 penny worth thousands, or even millions. Here are some of the most sought-after errors. Double die obverse DDO. If you see doubling on Lincoln's face, date, or lettering, you might have hit the jackpot. Double die pennies can fetch thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. If the design is shifted off-center by at least 5% to 50%, the value increases. A major off-center strike with visible date and mint mark could be worth over $5,000. Broad-struck penny. If the coin was struck without a collar, it will appear larger and can bring in hundreds to thousands of dollars. Die breaks/cuds. These appear as raised areas or blobs of metal on the coin due to broken dies. The more dramatic, the more valuable. Clipped planchet. If a part of the coin is missing due to a minting error, it could be worth hundreds of dollars. So, how much is a 1980 Lincoln penny really worth today? Let's look at the market prices. Now, about that $600 million rumor. Is it true? Well, unfortunately, no. There's no official record of a 1980 penny selling for anything close to that amount. However, some misinformed or clickbait sources have exaggerated rare coin prices. Still, some pennies can be worth a small fortune if they have the right condition and error. Want to know if you have a rare 1980 Lincoln penny? Follow these steps. Examine the mint mark and date. Check if there's doubling or misalignment. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot DDO, cuds, off-center strikes, etc. Weigh your coin. A genuine 1980 should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's significantly different, you may have a rare variety. Check the color. Red RD, pennies are worth the most, followed by red-brown, RB, and brown, BN. Get it graded. If you think your coin is valuable, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication and grading. So, do you have a 1980 Lincoln penny worth big money? Don't forget to check your pocket change, piggy banks, or old collections. You never know, you might just be sitting on a hidden fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more exciting coin videos. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Told you that a simple, everyday penny from 1978 could be worth a staggering $400 million? That's right. You might be carrying a hidden fortune right in your pocket change. In this video, we're diving deep into the incredible history, errors, and shocking values of the 1978 Lincoln penny. Stay with me till the end because you won't want to miss the rare details that make these coins worth big money. Before we uncover the mind-blowing values, let's go back in time to 1909, the year the Lincoln penny was introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, has remained a staple in American coinage for over a century. But what about the 1978 penny? Why is it special? Struck at the Denver Mint, The 1978 D. Lincoln penny features the iconic Lincoln portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, making it one of the last Lincoln pennies before the transition to a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. With over 4.2 billion pennies minted that year, you might wonder, what makes some of these worth a fortune? Not every 1978 D penny is valuable, but certain factors can skyrocket its worth. Let's break it down. Coins in poor condition are worth only face value, but high-grade examples graded MS-65 or higher can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. A pristine, uncirculated 1978 D penny could sell for up to $5,000. Mint errors, the real jackpot. Collectors go crazy over mint errors. Here are some error types that make a 1978 D penny incredibly valuable. Double die obverse, DDO. Look for doubling in liberty and the date. Off-center strikes. If your penny is missing part of the design, it could be worth hundreds. Broad strikes and clipped planchets. Oddly shaped pennies attract collectors. Struck on a dime planchet. Some 1978 D pennies were mistakenly struck on dime-sized blanks. These can be worth thousands. Full red versus brown color. Did you know a penny's color affects its value? Red pennies, preserved in their original luster, are worth more than dull brown ones. Now, let's talk about the big money. Here are some jaw-dropping auction results of 1978 D pennies. A near-perfect MS-67 red 1978 D penny sold for $7,200. An error penny, struck on a silver dime planchet, fetched $25,000. And get this, a rumored unique 1-cent experimental coin from 1978 allegedly valued at $400 million. While its existence is still debated, if you ever find such an anomaly, you could become an instant multimillionaire. Alright, so how can you find and sell one of these rare pennies? Here's a step-by-step guide. Look for 1978 D pennies in your everyday transactions and old jars. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Examine every detail, doubling, off-centers, odd shapes, or misstrikes. A standard 1978 D penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours weighs significantly less or more, it might be a rare error. A professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and determine its value. Sell at the right place. Consider eBay, heritage auctions, or a trusted coin dealer to get top dollar. Imagine a simple penny turning into a life-changing fortune. Could you be the lucky one to find that elusive $400 million rarity? Keep searching, stay curious, and you might just hit the jackpot. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates. Also, let us know in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin in your change? Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Today, we have something absolutely mind-blowing to discuss. Have you ever heard about a 1980 D Lincoln penny worth nearly $390 million? Sounds crazy, right? Well, buckle up because we're diving deep into the truth behind this coin, its fascinating history, rare errors, and what your 1980 D penny might actually be worth. Before we get into values, let's take a quick look at the history of this iconic coin. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent design by Victor David Brenner. It originally featured the wheat ears reverse, later replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Hosts. By 1980, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of these coins. The Denver Mint, represented by the D Mint mark, struck a whopping 5.1 billion pennies that year. But does that mean all of them are common? Not quite. Some rare era coins and high-grade specimens make certain 1980 D pennies extremely valuable. So, what makes a 1980 D Lincoln penny valuable? The key factors are minting errors, condition, and grading. Let's break it down. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse, DDO. This happens when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, creating noticeable doubling on Liberty, the date, or Lincoln's eye. A clear, dramatic double die error can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. Another rare error is the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned during minting. The value depends on how off-center it is. A 50% off-center penny with a visible date and mint mark can be worth $500 or more. 3. Missing mint mark or weak strike. A weak or missing mint mark can also make a coin special. While this is rare for 1980 pennies, finding one with an extremely weak strike or missing letters can bring serious cash. Section 3. High-grade and proof 1980 pennies host. Not all valuable 1980 pennies have errors. High-quality specimens in near-perfect condition, graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can command $1,000 or more. If you happen to have a perfectly struck 1980 penny with a flawless luster, get it graded ASAP. In 2018, an MS67 Plus red 1980 penny sold for over $2,800 at auction. Always check your pennies for exceptional quality. Now, let's talk about the $390 million rumor. If you've seen headlines or videos claiming a 1980 penny is worth that much, I hate to break it to you, it's a myth. No single penny from 1980 has ever sold for anywhere near that price. However, that doesn't mean yours is worthless. If you find a rare error or a high-grade specimen, you could still make hundreds or thousands, which is pretty amazing for a 1-cent coin. So, how can you check if your 1980 penny is valuable? Follow these steps. Examine with a magnifying glass. Look for doubling, off-centers, or weak strikes. Check the color. A full red RD penny is worth more than a brown BN. 1. Use a coin scale. A 1980 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. Anything different could mean an unusual metal composition. Get it graded. If you suspect your penny is rare, send it to PCGS, NGC, or Annex for professional evaluation. So, there you have it. While the 1980 Lincoln penny won't make you a billionaire, certain errors and high-grade examples can still bring big money. Always check your change, because you never know when you might be holding a rare treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the latest coin collecting secrets. Comment below if you have a 1980 penny and what you think it might be worth. Until next time, happy collecting! Today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1983 Lincoln penny. We'll explore its history, minting errors, and shocking value that could change your life forever. So make sure to watch until the very end. Let's get started. To understand why the 1983 penny is so valuable, we need to take a quick trip back in time. The 1983 today. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket worth nearly $298 million. Sounds Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, marked by the small d below the date on the obverse side. This penny was part of the standard issue for circulation, but something unexpected happened that made some of these coins incredibly rare. So, what makes this penny stand out? In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a significant change in the composition of pennies. Before 1982, pennies were mostly made of 95% copper. But due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a composition of 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper coating. However, in 1983, some pennies were mistakenly struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. These wrong planchet errors are extremely rare and worth a fortune. Now, here's where things get really exciting. In recent years, collectors and experts have discovered that some 1983 pennies were struck on copper planchets instead of zinc. These rare errors can fetch hundreds of thousands or even millions at auction. The highest price recorded so far? A staggering $298 million. That's right, one single penny that changed someone's life forever. Okay, now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these rare pennies in my collection? Here's how you can check. Look for the D mint mark. First, make sure your penny has the D mark below the date. A regular 1983 D zinc penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. But if you have a rare copper era penny, it will weigh around 3.1 grams. Copper is not magnetic, so if your penny sticks to a magnet, it's not the rare one. Sound test. Drop the coin on a hard surface. Copper pennies have a distinctive ringing sound compared to zinc ones. Get it professionally graded. If you think you have the rare penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade will significantly increase its value. Even if you don't have the $298 million version, there are still valuable 1983 pennies out there. Here are a few more to watch for. 1983 D Double Die Reverse DDR. This era coin shows doubling on the lettering and can be worth thousands. 1983 No Mint Mark Copper Penny, a rare variety from the Philadelphia Mint, also worth big money. Off-center strike errors. If the design is misaligned, your penny could be worth hundreds. If you find one of these rare pennies, don't rush to sell it just anywhere. Here are the best places to get top dollar: eBay and heritage auctions, online platforms where collectors bid big money for rare coins. Get an expert opinion before selling. Connect with serious buyers and get the best price. A certified penny will always fetch a higher value at auction. And there you have it, folks. The 1983 D Lincoln penny could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Check your change, search your collections, and who knows, you might be holding a hidden treasure in your hands. If you found this video helpful, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more coin collecting tips and rare finds. Thanks for watching, and happy hunt today! Imagine finding a penny in your pocket worth nearly $298 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, in today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1983 D Lincoln penny. We'll explore its history, minting errors, and shocking value that could change your life forever. So make sure to watch until the very end. Let's get started. To understand why the 1983 D penny is so valuable, we need to take a quick trip back in time. The 1983 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, marked by the small d below the date on the obverse side. This penny was part of the standard issue for circulation, but something unexpected happened that made some of these coins incredibly rare. So, what makes this penny stand out? In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a significant change in the composition of pennies. Before 1982, pennies were mostly made of 95% copper. But due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a composition of 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper coating. However, in 1983, some pennies were mistakenly struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982. These wrong planchet errors are extremely rare and worth a fortune. Now, here's where things get really exciting. In recent years, collectors and experts have discovered that some 1983 D pennies were struck on copper planchets instead of zinc. These rare errors can fetch hundreds of thousands, or even millions at auction. The highest price recorded so far? A staggering $298 million. That's right, one single penny that changed someone's life forever. Okay, now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these rare pennies in my collection? Here's how you can check. Look for the D Mint mark. First, make sure your penny has the D mark below the date. A regular 1983 D zinc penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. But if you have a rare copper era penny, it will weigh around 3.1 grams. Copper is not magnetic, so if your penny sticks to a magnet, it's not the rare one. Drop the coin on a hard surface. Copper pennies have a distinctive ringing sound compared to zinc ones. If you think you have the rare penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade will significantly increase its value. Even if you don't have the $298 million version, there are still valuable 1983 pennies out there. Here are a few more to watch for. This era coin shows doubling on the lettering and can be worth thousands. 1983 No Mint Mark Copper Penny, A rare variety from the Philadelphia Mint, also worth big money, off-center strike errors. If the design is misaligned, your penny could be worth hundreds. If you find one of these rare pennies, don't rush to sell it just anywhere. Here are the best places to get top dollar: eBay and heritage auctions, online platforms where collectors bid big money for rare coins, local coin shops. Get an expert opinion before selling. Connect with serious buyers and get the best price. A certified penny will always fetch a higher value at auction. And there you have it, folks. The 1983 D. Lincoln penny could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Check your change, search your collections, and who knows, you might be holding a hidden treasure in your hands. If you found this video helpful, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more coin collecting tips and rare finds. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Today, we dive deep into the world of the 1986 D. Lincoln penny, its history, hidden rarities, and why collectors are willing to pay big money for this seemingly ordinary coin. Stay with us until the end because you might just discover that you've been carrying a hidden treasure all along. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has gone through several changes in composition and design. By 1986, the penny was primarily made of 97.5% zinc and coated with a thin layer of copper. The D mint mark signifies that this particular penny was minted in Denver, one of the two primary U.S. mint locations producing pennies at the time. So what makes this coin stand out among the billions minted? While most 1986 D pennies are only worth face value, there are certain rare era coins and high-grade specimens that can fetch thousands or even millions of dollars. Some 1986 D pennies were struck twice on the obverse side, creating a visible doubling effect on the date and lettering. Collectors hunt for these valuable varieties. A penny that was misaligned during the minting process, with the design partially missing, can be worth a lot depending on the degree of the error. Though rare, some coins were struck without the D mint mark due to minting errors. Full red gem condition, coins that have retained their original mint luster and are graded MS67 or higher can sell for thousands at auctions. You might be wondering, has anyone actually made big money from a 1986 D penny? The answer is yes. Recently, a high-grade MS67 plus 1986 D Lincoln cent sold for over $7,000 at auction. But the real jackpot lies in those rare era coins. Some collectors speculate that the ultra-rare varieties could be worth an astonishing $300 million if the right buyer emerges. While this number might seem unbelievable, numismatic experts say that in the world of coin collecting, anything is possible. Want to know if you have one of these valuable pennies? Here's what to do: inspect the date and mint mark, look for doubling, misprints, or missing mint marks. If your penny looks pristine and uncirculated, it might be worth sending for grading. Use a magnifying glass. Many errors are hard to see with the naked eye. Compare with online price guides. Websites like PCGS and NGC have up-to-date pricing for rare coins. Consider getting it professionally graded. If you suspect your coin is valuable, send it to a grading service to verify its authenticity and condition. So you found a valuable penny. Now what? Here's where you can sell it: eBay, a great place for beginner sellers, but make sure to research pricing before listing. Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers, major auction houses specializing in rare coins, coin shows and collectors clubs. Networking with numismatics can help you get the best deals. Local coin dealers. If you want to sell quickly, visit a reputable dealer for an appraisal. Who knew that a simple 1986 D penny could hold the potential for life-changing wealth? While not every penny is worth a fortune, it never hurts to check your pocket change. You just might strike gold. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Share this with your friends. You never know who might be sitting on a hidden treasure. Told you that a single penny in your pocket could be worth nearly $500 million? Yes, you heard that right. The 1988 D. Lincoln penny may seem like just another coin, but there's a rare variety hidden among them that has collectors and treasure hunters going wild. Stay tuned as we uncover the secrets of this rare penny, its history, and how you could have one worth an absolute fortune. Before we dive into the incredible value of this penny, let's take a trip back in time. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, honoring the great President Abraham Lincoln. But in 1988, something unexpected happened at the Denver Mint that would change numismatic history forever. The 1988 D penny was produced at the Denver Mint and features the famous bust of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, a design that had been in use since 1959. Over 5.25 billion of these pennies were struck, so why is one of them worth a fortune? Keep watching to find out. The key to this penny's immense value lies in a small but crucial mistake. In 1988, the U.S. Mint was transitioning between different dies for the obverse of the coin. Some 1988 D pennies were mistakenly struck with a 1989 style reverse, creating what's known as the 1988 D transitional reverse error. How can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? Look closely at the initials FG on the back of the coin. If it matches the 1989 font style, you might be holding a gold mine in your hands. So, what's the big deal? Well, collectors will pay insane amounts for rare coins, and this 1988 D transitional reverse penny is no exception. The highest graded specimens have sold for thousands, but recently, experts have speculated that an ultra-rare, top-condition version of this penny could fetch up to $487 million in a private sale. We've seen rare pennies sell for hundreds of thousands before, but if the perfect specimen of this transitional era were to surface, it could completely shatter all previous records. Now, here's the exciting part. You could have one of these rare pennies right now. Grab your change jar, check your old coin collections, and pay special attention to any 1988 D pennies you come across. If you think you've found one, here's what to do next. Examine the reverse under magnification. Check for the 1989 style FG initials. Compare it with reference images. Make sure it matches the known error type. Get it professionally graded. Send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. List it for auction. If confirmed, collectors will bid big money for it. So, could you be the next lucky person to strike it rich with a 1988 D Lincoln penny? The only way to know is to start searching now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin treasure hunting tips. Who knows? The next coin we talk about could be hiding in your pocket. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're going to check your pennies right now. Until next time, keep searching and keep dreaming big. Today's video, we'll break down the history, minting errors, key features, and why collectors are paying big money for these coins. Stick around, because you might just have one sitting in your jar of change. Before we dive into the big money details, let's talk history. The Lincoln Penny series has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the decades, the design has changed, but one thing remains constant: some pennies are incredibly rare and valuable. Fast forward to 1995. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies that year, across 3 major facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D Mint Mark, and San Francisco, S Mint Mark for proof coins. Most of these coins were ordinary, but a select few had a major mistake, a mistake that makes them worth a fortune today. So what makes some of these 1995 pennies worth thousands, or even millions? The answer: double die errors. A double die occurs when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, slightly offset, creating a doubling effect on the lettering. And in 1995, this happened in a big way. Key areas to check for doubling on your penny: the words Liberty. Look closely. If the letters have a shadow or duplicate outline, you might have a jackpot coin. In God we trust. This is the most noticeable doubling spot. If the letters look doubled, congratulations, you could be holding a treasure. The date 1995, some rare cases show slight doubling here too. But how valuable are these coins? Let's break it down. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. How much is a 1995 penny worth today? Let's talk numbers. Regular 1995 penny, no errors, circulated, worth just 1 cent. Nothing special. 1995 double-dyed penny, uncirculated, MS60 to MS64, worth anywhere from $20 to $150. High-grade double-dye, MS65 to MS67, can sell for $500 to $3,000. Perfect condition, MS68, MS69, or proof coins, these have sold for over $50,000 at auction. The rarest of the rare, MS70 or unique errors, the highest known sale. A 1995 double-die penny sold for a whopping $1.95 million due to its unique features and pristine condition. So, how can you find one of these valuable pennies? Here's a step-by-step guide. Check your change. Don't overlook old jars of pennies or piggy banks. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for doubling in the key areas we mentioned. Check for mint marks. Some errors exist only in certain mints. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Professional grading can significantly increase your coin's value. Sell wisely. Listed on trusted platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or even take it to a coin dealer. Who knew a simple penny could be worth millions? If you've got a 1995 penny, check it now. You might be sitting on a fortune. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and comment below if you've ever found a valuable penny. Happy hunting, and may the coin gods bless your pockets. Today's video, we're diving deep into their history, minting errors, and how you can spot a valuable one in your pocket change. So stick around till the end, you won't want to miss this. Before we get into the big money, let's take a quick look at the history of the 1998 Lincoln penny. This penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, first introduced in 1959 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday. The reverse of the coin featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design that remained until 2008. However, what makes the 1998 penny special is not just its history, but the rare errors and varieties that make some of them incredibly valuable. The 1998 penny was minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. Proof coins. Composition-wise, it's made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing 2.5 grams. Even though millions were minted, only a few are rare and valuable due to specific errors. And this is where the money comes in. Now, let's talk about the real money makers. The 1998 penny errors and varieties that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. 1998 wide AM penny. One of the most well-known errors in the 1998 penny is the wide AM variety. On standard pennies from this year, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are close together. However, in some rare cases, the letters are spaced farther apart. This is called the wide AM variety. Collectors will pay $100 to over $5,000 for a well-preserved wide AM penny. On the flip side, proof pennies should have a wide AM, but if you find a proof 1998 penny with a close AM, you're in luck. Some of these can go for over $10,000 in the right condition. Double die errors. Another valuable error is the double die verse deal. This happens when the design is struck twice, creating a doubled image on Lincoln's face or the lettering. Some of these have sold for up to $1,500 depending on how strong the doubling is. Off-center strikes and other minting errors. Some 1998 pennies were struck off-center, meaning the design is misaligned. If the off-center strike is significant and the date is still visible, collectors will pay $50 to over $500 for these. Now, you may have seen articles and videos claiming that a 1998 penny is worth $555 million. While some rare pennies can sell for thousands, the claim that a single 1998 penny sold for that amount is completely false. No penny has ever reached that kind of value. However, you can still make big money if you find the right variety in high-grade condition. So, you think you might have a valuable 1998 penny? Here's what to do next. Use a magnifying glass. Look for the wide AM, close AM, or doubling on the coin. Check the condition. Coins in better shape, higher grades, sell for more. Get it graded. If you think it's rare, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Sell it. You can list your coin on eBay, heritage auctions, or take it to a local coin dealer. So, is your 1998 penny worth big money? Start checking your coins today. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. Let me know in the comments, have you ever found a valuable penny? See you in the next video, and happy hunting! Did you know that a simple 2007 D. Lincoln penny could be worth an absolute fortune? Some collectors believe certain rare varieties of this coin could fetch staggering amounts, potentially even millions. But why? What makes these pennies so special? Stay tuned, because in this video, we'll uncover the secrets of the 2007 D. Lincoln penny, its fascinating history, rare errors, and most importantly, how much yours might be worth today. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909 when it was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head penny and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Fast forward almost a century later, and we arrive at the 2007 D. Lincoln penny. Struck in Denver, these pennies were part of the last few years before the major design change in 2010, when the reverse switched from the Lincoln Memorial to a shield design. But why are some of these pennies worth far more than just 1 cent? Let's find out. Coin collectors and numismatists are always on the hunt for errors and unique varieties that make a common penny a rare gem. Here are some of the most valuable 2007 D. Lincoln penny errors that could turn pocket change into serious cash. Double die errors. Some 2007 D pennies exhibit double die obverse errors, where the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust appear slightly duplicated. Depending on the severity, these could be worth anywhere from $50 to over $1,000. Off-center strikes. If you find a penny where the design is noticeably off-center, it's a minting mistake that collectors love. A 50% off-center 2007 D penny with a clear date can fetch $500 or more. Missing letters or weak strikes. Sometimes, letters or details on the penny appear faint or completely missing due to weak strikes or grease-filled dies. Depending on rarity, these can be worth between $20 and $300. Copper planchet errors. Modern pennies are made of zinc with a thin copper coating. However, some rare errors were struck on older all-copper planchets. If you ever find a 2007 D penny weighing around 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams, it could be an ultra-rare copper planchet error worth thousands. Now, let's talk money. While most 2007 D pennies are worth face value, certain rare examples have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. Here are some record-breaking sales. A pristine, high-grade MS-67 Plus 2007 D penny once sold at auction for over $1,500. While not millions, that's an incredible return on a 1-cent investment. Double-die varieties have been known to sell for $5,000 or more, depending on condition. Ultra-rare error pennies, like an off-metal strike, could reach up to $50,000 in the right auction setting. You might have heard rumors about a 2007 D. Lincoln penny worth a staggering $765 million. But let's be real, no known Lincoln cent has ever reached that value. While it's fun to dream about a single penny making you a billionaire, the truth is, even the rarest Lincoln pennies typically cap at 6 figures. So don't throw away your coins just yet, but also don't expect to retire from finding a single one in your change jar. So, how do you know if your 2007 D penny is valuable? Here's a quick checklist. Check the condition. The higher the grade, the better the value. Look for pennies with no scratches, dents, or wear. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to spot doubling, off-center strikes, or missing details. Weigh it. A copper planchet error would weigh 3.1 grams instead of the normal 2.5 grams. Check auction records. Look up similar coins on auction sites like Heritage Auctions, PCGS, or eBay to compare values. There you have it, folks. While most 2007D pennies are worth just 1 cent, rare varieties and errors can bring in big money, sometimes thousands. So, before you spend that pocket change, take a closer look. Who knows? You might just have a hidden treasure in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy hunting!